I can't script this any better if I wanted to. No, seriously, let's take a look. On the left, we have the 2017 bull run. On the right, we have the 2021 bull run. Parabolic rise, crash down most of the way, trading sideways, everyone thinks it's done. Crash down most of the way, trading sideways, everyone thinks it's done. One more violent crash down, maximum fear. This was Mt. Gox. One more violent crash down, maximum fear. FTX collapse. Trading in the depths of despair. Crypto stupid. My wife's boyfriend says crypto stupid. It's going to zero. Trading in the depths of despair. Crypto stupid. It's going to zero. It's going to 10K. It's going to 12K. Then you take it all back in a matter of weeks. Take it all back in a matter of weeks. Then you back test the prior trading range. Back test the prior trading range. Before going off and away to a 618 retracement. Could that be what is next? A retracement is like this. If I have a ball, I drop a ball. A ball is going to bounce about 50% or 70% of the way up. During this time, everyone thinks that the bull market has started back up, baby. They think because the bottom is in, that means bull market is on. Let's go. Lambo Wicks time. Let's go. They were saying during this time, we're going to Mars. I can't believe how rich we're going to be. Can you believe how rich we're going to be? Let's say, no thanks, friends. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here at the moon because we're coming right back down to Earth. This was the C19 crash, and what they call this in Wyckoff, they call this a spring. You see, if I have a spring and compress a spring down, it will bounce very high. And that's exactly what happened, and it brought us right into the next bull run. I've said for weeks and weeks and months that this right here, this gap in between 27,000 and 25,000 needed to get filled. Now, I will admit, preemptively, I had this thesis and then I backed off of this thesis even though I knew that this gap needed to be filled. A gap in the market is where there is no trading. At some point, these get filled. That is just how it goes. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that this counts as us being filled, but what I will say is it's getting very close if it's not filled already. Every single bottom, however, is always maximum fear. What do we have right here? Well, I don't know. The SEC charges Coinbase day one after they charged Binance with being a security. All these 13 different tokens magically at the right possible time, just like back here when USDC depegged momentarily, just at the right time before, boom, 60% to the upside. Just at the right time, the SEC, they're freezing Binance assets. Oh, it's going lower. Get your 12K Bitcoin hats back out. Get your 10K Bitcoin hats back out. As the SEC is going to war with everyone, if you have to pick a fight with everyone, maybe you're the one at fault. You know who they didn't pick a fight with? Oh, that's right, FTX. Imagine that. They had multiple hour-plus long meetings with Sam Bankman-Fried and his whole team, and they never once found FTX's security. Imagine that. But they're here to protect us, right? And it's just funny how these narratives just show up right on the full moon. Because when is the local bottoms? Almost always the full moon. When are all these narratives showing up? The full moon. Imagine that. I can't script it any better if I wanted to. Now, we could take some time to fill this out a little bit more, but at any moment, this thing is going to rocket to the 618 just like it's done in 3 other cycles thus far. The 618 is going to bring us to $48,000. These narratives like this are nonsense. They mean nothing. This is how they shake retail over and over and over again. Let me remind you, just because the SEC is accusing them of being a security does not mean that they are in fact a security. The fact of the matter is, specifically with Binance, there's almost nothing that they can do because Binance.us is peanuts compared to Binance.com, and there is nothing that they can do about Binance.com because it is not based in the United States. I still believe we are going to retrace back to 48K, and then the Moon Boys will come out of the woodworks yet again, just like they did right back here in this moment. They came out of the woodworks. We're going to Mars. That's what they're going to say right here. And then we're going to have another either consolidation or a Wyckoff spring, just like we had right here. And that will bring us into the next bull run. Now, depending on how high we go at this moment right here is how low we're going to go in here. I personally think it's going to be somewhere between 20,000 and 15,000 before going off and away to the next bull run, which for Bitcoin is somewhere in the $188,000 range in 2025. Make sure you like, subscribe. This is the key. The code has been cracked.